What's up guys, my name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun with the Ruger LCP-2. Real quick before we get started, here's a close-up of the firearm. Alright guys, this is the LCP-2. It's chambered in 380 ACP. Has a 6-round magazine. That gives you 6 rounds plus 1, so 7 total. Just to give you some perspective, this is the gun compared to my iPhone 6s. So that gives you an idea of how small this gun actually is. Some differences in the LCP-2 compared to the LCP. There's deeper cuts in the slide, which gives you a better grip surface. There's also more texture on the grip, which gives you a better hold on the gun when firing it. The LCP-2 has raised sights. The biggest improvement on this gun is the trigger. It has the safety on the trigger. The trigger will not function unless the safety is depressed. The LCP had a really long trigger pull. It was really long and you didn't really know when it was going to break. The LCP-2 has a lighter trigger pull. There's not as much play in the trigger and has a crisp break. Also, when you're firing this firearm, when it goes empty, the slide will lock back on the LCP-2 and it would not lock back on the LCP. So this is the LCP-2. Alright guys, so when I pack a gun, most of the time I don't like to carry anything smaller than 9mm. I pack a little bit of everything, but for the most part I don't like to have anything on me smaller than 9mm. But there are occasions where I will carry something like the LCP-2. Some examples are, let's say I'm in a rush, I don't have time to put on my holster and have a larger weapon. It's just super simple to take this, stick it in a pocket holster, throw it in my pocket and run out the door. I'm good to go. Or let's say I'm outside mowing the yard. I've got on thin shorts, I've got a cutoff on, thin clothing, but I want to have a gun on me. Super easy. Just take the LCP, put it in your pocket. It's really light. You forget it's there. So I can still have a firearm on me and be comfortable while I'm mowing the yard. Or let's say I'm going for a run on a back road because I live out in the county. I want something on me in case I encounter, say, a stray dog or even a person that wants to do harm to me, but I want to be able to run comfortably without packing a big firearm. The LCP-2 is perfect for that too. So I can put it in my pocket, I can run with it, it's light, and it's not going to bother me when I'm running. So since I do carry this firearm sometimes, I can't help but wonder how will this firearm function when it's exposed to some elements such as water, dirt, mud, sand. Is the gun still going to function? I've seen plenty of torture tests on full-size pistols, mid-size pistols. I'm sure you have too, but I haven't really seen any on pocket pistols. I have seen 1 or 2 on the LCP, but I don't have an LCP anymore. I have an LCP-2. So I have decided to torture test an LCP-2. So we have an LCP-2. Now this one's special because it's mine. Hashtag not sponsored. This is my pistol that I bought at the gun store. Now that being said, you're not going to see me throw it against a tree today, you're not going to see me run it over with my truck, and you're definitely not going to see me shoot it with my Magnum 500. But what you are going to see today is first, we're going to cover this gun in lint. If you carry one of these in your pocket long enough, you will see that lint will develop in the end of the barrel and lint will develop in the back where the hammer is. So we're going to take some dryer lint, we're going to pack it on the gun the best we can, and we're going to fire it and see if it functions. Next, we're going to throw it in some water, pull it out of the water, see how it functions then. Then we're going to throw it in some dirt. Now it's been raining here a lot, so I can't find any dry dirt. So I went to the store, I picked up some potting soil. So we're going to throw it in the potting soil, get it real nice and covered, pull the gun out, see if it functions. Then after that, I'm going to pour some water in the potting soil, make kind of like a muddy sludge. I'm going to throw the firearm in that, pull it out, see if it functions. Last, we're going to have wet sand. Now that would be rough on any gun. So we're going to throw that in the wet sand, cover it, pull out of the sand, see if it functions. By the way, the ammo we're using today is just some PMC bronze full metal jacket target ammunition. Now we're going to load everything up, head outside and get started. Alright guys, here's our Ruger LCP-2. We have lint, water, potting soil, and wet sand. First we're going to cover the gun in lint, see how it functions. Then we're going to do water. Then we're going to do soil.
Then I'm going to mix water in with the soil, turn it into mud, and then we're going to do wet sand last. Alright, covering this gun in lint. I'm going to pack it in the back where the hammer is. That look good? Let's try it. Still works. Alright guys, let's put it in the water. Alright, let's see if she functions. Mag came loose. Pretty impressive. I accidentally ejected the mag with my finger when I pulled the trigger, so that was me and not the gun. Alright, I got the gun dried off the best I can. Let's throw it in this dirt. Alright, let's see how she functions. Got dirt in the trigger. Let's try again. Still works. Alright, let's make some mud. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's like sludge. Alright, in she goes. Alright, moment of truth. Oh. Wow, this thing is still working. Let's rinse her off. Alright, let's throw her in the sand. Got to be careful not to pull the trigger because it is loaded. Alright, moment of truth. Failed to cycle. Didn't eject the case. Double feed. Didn't eject the case. I'm going to clean it in this water, see if it'll function after we wash it off. Alright, got the gun all washed off. Let's see if it functions. Sure does. Slide even locked back. Alright, here's my last question. Will it fire underwater? Yep, it sure will. But it will not cycle. It's a pretty tough little pocket pistol.
Alright guys, so after our torture test, brought the gun inside, I broke it down completely. I put it in some hops cleaning solution, I let it soak for a few hours, put the gun back together, then I took it to my local gun shop, I had them break it down completely. They put in a sonic bath and gave it a real good cleaning. Now the gun is 100%. They said there was a little bit of grime in the slide stop, but it wasn't anything that actually affected how the gun functioned. So now this gun's good to go, and I will still be keeping it in my pocket occasionally. And honestly, I'll be a little more comfortable having it in my pocket because now I know that it's a pretty tough little pistol. I really appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, check out Kentucky Ballistics Clothing. There's a link in the description down below that'll take you right to our shop. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Once again, my name is Scott. You're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time.